Hello there, this is Josh Korick with Blue Edge Energy for October 3rd, giving you a market update for the week. Filling in for Blake Baxter, who's on sabbatical in Europe right now. I'm trying something new here, doing a video versus a narrative text through email to give some highlights for the week. Right now, the gas settled today at $2 and about 34 cents. Just for information, it's about 15% lower than where it was a year ago. The October settle, if you remember last week, came off, so this is the month we're in of October, settled at $2.42.8. But interestingly enough, the current Chicago rate, which is an index for many people of our clients here, is under $2 at $1.91. So when we price overs and unders, it's based off that index and not the NYMEX itself. Just a quick snapshot of the market forecast when we look at the very near term here, going into winter. We're still bearish to neutral, just patiently waiting on things at this point. The winter forecast, we feel the same way, bearish to neutral, to just kind of be patient. For many people who've layered in one level of a hedge, we still wait patiently for the market to come down to possibly do a second one. In the 2020 forecast that we have at this point, we look at a strip is neutral. So we've got some conflicting messages for 2020, but that we're kind of relaxed and staying still on that. When we look at the next month falling off, which is November, we've had 12 straight days of decline in pricing, such that we've come down about 9.5 cents from last week in total. But today we did have a rally of about 9 cents, and a lot of that has to do with the weather forecast for the country. We were looking at the entire country being above normal for temperature, and now we're seeing that it'll be above normal in the southern parts, but the Pacific Northwest and us here in the Midwest, we're projected to be colder than normal, which could only be a degree or two, but it's enough to give the market something to have a little bit of a technical rally today, despite all the declines that we've been seeing. When it comes to the injection report, for this week, we saw an injection on the high side of expectations at 112 BCF into the ground itself. To put that in interesting perspective, if you look at the average for this week, over the last 5 years, that's 33% higher than the 5-year average for this week. So that puts the storage report at 465 BCF beyond where it was last year. And so we're on track to beat the 5-year average at this point on injections. When we look at the weather forecast, as mentioned, in the 8 to 14 days, and 30 and 60 days out, it's above normal average temperatures. We're seeing a delay in winter, kind of like we saw last year, but in the near term, 6 to 14 days, we're looking at colder than normal temperatures here in the Midwest and the Pacific Northwest, which is again driving, appears to be the market up in a bit of a rally here on the second part of today itself. Just an interesting note, last week, I don't think it was mentioned, but Kinder Morgan finished a 2 BCF a day, which is a large pipe system out of the Permian Basin in West Texas, and that came to market ahead of schedule last week, which is going to provide a whole lot more gas into the system going forward and into this winter as well. A quick update on the tariff with WEC. The ruling came out today, and most of the items that we fought so diligently for, Blake and Bob and others in this company for several months, were rejected. It is our belief, and we'll learn more about this over the coming weeks, that this is of harm to consumers here in the state. It will hurt competition. And so we're going to see how that all shuffles out, and I'll give you more information as that unfolds over the next week going forward. So if you have any questions, please give me a call, send an email. I'd be happy to answer them for you. I hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week for the next market update. Take care.